Hello and welcome to MLB The Show 21 for your Minnesota Twins franchise. How you doing, everybody? Eric MN Twins 28 here. We are on Season 1, Episode 2. I am still in spring training. I'm making roster moves left and right. I made a few moves after I went off camera on the last episode. A couple trades, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm in the process of doing another trade. I wanted to show you guys just so you could see that it's nothing hinky's going on. I'm trying to make the pitching staff a little better, at least as far as the starters. I think we can do better. I made one move already, and I'm about to make another one. And we're going to make a deal with the Yankees. They have Luis Severino. He's 26 years old. He's an A potential. He's an 83 overall. He's in the first of 2-year contract, and it's a decent contract. I have to pay him 9.3 this year and 10.6 next year, and then he'll be a free agent in 2023. So we'd have him under control for 2 seasons, unless we, of course, extend him. But we'll see how that goes. But he's a solid pitcher, and I think he would really help out in the rotation. So we're gonna give them. We got to give up some talent, obviously, and I'm fine with that. I'm trying to look at some decent starting pitching that can go deep in the games, and then we can rely on the bullpen for the last 2 or 3 innings. So Devin Smeltzer and Tyler Duffy, we're going to send them to the Yankees for Severino. The Yankees are interested in the deal. There was another deal I could have made. I think it would have acquired Dobnik, and then the only other player they wanted was Taylor Rogers. I don't want to give up Taylor Rogers. I think he's going to be my setup man in the bullpen. And I think we're going to, depending on how well he does as the season progresses, if he continues to do well, we're going to probably extend him, even though he's 30. But I like Taylor Rogers. He's a good left-handed bat, or left-handed arm out of the bullpen. So we're going to keep him. Smeltzer, though, and Duffy. Duffy's a good long reliever, but he's 30, and I just don't see him being long-term plans. So I think the fact that Yankees are interested in him and I can get Severino is a good move. So we're going to go ahead and make this trade. I made some other trades, which I will show you guys. Training roster. Yeah, we made a deal with, I think it was Boston. And I'm going to show you guys everything I've done since we went off the air. I fixed the catcher situation. You guys saw the trade I made for Corey Lee for Ryan Jeffers straight up. But I made another trade. I acquired catcher Francisco Mejia from the Expos in exchange for Mitch Garver and prospect pitcher, lower level minor leagues. They took that. Garver's already past 30. He's not going to get any better. Mejia's a nice young catcher. He's going to be a good starter for now, and then I can take my time grooming Lee down in AAA St. Paul or AA Wichita. And then I signed veteran catcher Matt Wieters to a 2-year deal, and I added him to the 40-man roster. So he's going to be my backup catcher. I'm going to keep Lee in spring training just to see what he can do. But then as the season starts, he's going to get sent down probably to St. Paul. I picked up relief pitcher David Robertson, and he's on the 40-man roster as well. Outrighted Ben Rotvelt, Kyle Garlick, JT Riddle. I sent Xander Wheel to AAA as well. Ref Signer went sent outright. And then you just saw the trade for Luis Severino. And the other trade I made with the Red Sox, acquired starting pitcher Eduardo Rodriguez, and they got Michael Pineda. That was a deal straight up. They were okay with that, so that's a good deal. So pitching rotation looks really good now, I think. So let's see, and they did add him to there. Get Barrios, Severino. So I think, so we got 2 lefties. We got Severino, we got Kyle Freeland. The Freeland's the guy we picked up from the Rockies. So we're gonna go with Severino instead. And so I think the pitching rotation is a lot better. It's not it's got some young talent, but I think we're going to be okay. Barrios will be the ace for now. And then we got Severino, Maeda, Alcantara, who we traded for, and then we extended. We got that extension we did in the last episode. And then we got Eduardo Rodriguez. Kyle Freeland, he's going to be I think I'm going to see how he does in spring training. If he does well, we might hang on to him for long reliever, maybe as a 6th starter. And then we'll go from there. David Robertson, I signed him. He's going to be exclusively long reliever, so he's pretty much got a job with the Twins. Moving forward, there you see Taylor Rogers and my other setup man, Alcala. He's a good young arm. He's a flamethrower. He can really throw it good. He's only got 3 pitches, so I think he'll fit fine in that setup role. And then you got Robert Osuna. And then the rest of these guys you see down here are kind of filler. We got Dobnak, Glenn Sparkman, who got shelled in the first game we played against Boston. He's probably not going to make it. In the next game, I'm probably going to look at Luke Farrell. Dobnak, he was pretty good. So some of these other guys I'll probably take a good look at, and then we'll go from there. I think the way that you see it right now, it's probably going to be these guys up through there, and then the rest of these guys will probably get sent down to AAA and AA. But as far as the rotation, we got a decent looking rotation. I'm liking it. It's a nice young rotation. We got Barrios, 26. Severino, also 26. Maeda, he's the veteran. He's at 32. 25 for Sandy Alcantara, and 27. So we got some nice young pups. And I think this is going to be a great, very good rotation. Lineup-wise, it's pretty much standard. I'll show you the updated lineup since we have the new players I added. Buxton's still your leadoff man. I'm still deciding whether to re-sign him long-term or not. I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to. Trevor Story, of course, at short. He's our long man there now at short. So that makes me think, do we hang on to guys like Royce Lewis, or do we just groom him to be the second baseman and the heir apparent to Luis Arias? I kind of want to keep Royce Lewis and see how he goes, so we'll see. If not, we'll make a move unless there's a better second baseman that becomes available, or a shortstop who I can move over to second base. We'll see how that goes. Chapman, of course, the big trade we got to get him. Kirilloff, who had a great first game in spring training, hit a home run, a beautiful 2-run shot. He was ripping it good. Sano, the DH. Kepler's my first baseman. Kepler had a good game. He also had a home run, and he looking pretty good. So that was a good move so far. Kepler over at first. Mahia, the new catcher, he's going to be the starter, and then I'm going to have off the bench Matt Wieters. Corey Lee will go down to AAA when the season starts, but I'm going to give him some chances to play in spring training just to see how he does, because you never know. Trevor Larnach, my right fielder for now, unless he starts struggling, and then we got to figure something out. And, of course, Luis Arias, who had a good first game in spring training. So that's where we're at right now. So, as you can see, this is our schedule for spring training. Got lots of games between Montreal, Atlanta, Boston, Baltimore. Got a couple with Pittsburgh. But we're going to skip ahead. I really want to showcase Montreal. I'll show you guys. So we're going to go ahead and one of your organizations is received. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Marlins have just placed Nelson Cruz on waivers. Ha! That's funny. Donaldson was just waived by the Athletics. Wow. So all the guys I traded are pretty much bye-bye. Okay, so let's skim through the dates. We'll get to the Montreal game. So I wasn't planning on doing a game with showcasing a spring training game, but I think we will. Okay, so we are sitting at 13 and 12, so not looking the greatest. But we're not even in. Jeez. We're ranked 14th. Is that what it says? Here we go. Standings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 6th in our Grapefruit League. That's not good. So let's take a quick look at see how everybody's doing. So Buxton 218. Story struggling. Chapman struggling. Kirilloff's Sano's really struggling. Kepler's doing okay. Mejia Larnick's doing good. That's nice to see. And Arias is struggling. Okay, Corey Lee, pretty good. Astudillo's garbage. Puig's looking good. Jake Cave's looking good. Nick Gordon, And wow, Brent Rooker's looking damn good. That's interesting. Matt Wieters not looking good, but he's going to be off the bench, so it doesn't matter. So this is kind of concerning. You got Sano struggling. Boy, that's not good. Definitely have to make some decisions. Buxton hitting his lousy self. He's got 2 home runs. Sano's only got 1 home run. Well, we might be in the market for making some moves after all here. As much as I want to keep Sano and Buxton, if they're going to struggle like that, maybe it is time to go after somebody else. Yeah. I'm going to, instead of playing the next game, I need to think about this because the team's obviously having some troubles. So I'm going to think about it. I'm going to make a decision on what to do. I'm going to look at other players around the league. Maybe we have to make some decisions. And then I think we'll start. I think we'll end this video. I'll show you guys what I decided. We'll end spring training. I'm not going to do a playthrough because I gotta do some executive decisions. So I'll make some decisions, make the final 26-man roster. If I make a trade, I'll let you guys know. I'll show you. And we will be right back. Okay, we're back. So I put Sano up on the trade block, and then I looked around, and unfortunately nobody wants him. He's doing that bad. He's just, yeah. So nobody wanted him for anything. I couldn't get a decent player for him, so I just made my cuts to get down to the 26-man roster. So my roster is set, and so I decided Sano's not going to be traded, and Buxton's not going to be traded right now. But I made the decision, since he was struggling, I sent Miguel Sano down to AAA St. Paul, so he's going across the river. He's going to start the season in AAA to get his shit together. Or else, we're going to stick with Brent Rooker. For now, he's going to be the starting DH. He's actually been hitting really well in spring. Only 8 at-bats, but he's doing good, 375. So we're going to give him a shot. Otherwise, we could put Kepler over there, who's hitting pretty good, upper 200. So this is our starting lineup for the start of the season. We got Buxton in center. We're going to keep him there. Trevor Story at short. Matt Chapman, the third baseman. Kirilloff's going to bat 4th in left field. Rooker's the DH. I might actually, yeah, I think we'll leave that. Yeah, we'll leave that. Rooker's the DH. Kepler's at first. Mejia is the catcher. Trevor Larnick in right, and Luis Arias in at second. Coming off the bench, Astudillo and Nick Gordon will be my 2 infielders, who can also play. Gordon can play second, and Astudillo can play catcher and first. They can also play outfield, but we can't. I actually should see if I can fix that. I'm going to update that because I think he could be able to play outfield as well. 2 outfielders, Kean Broxton and Jake Cave, my left-handed at-bat. Jake Cave having a good spring, surprisingly, so I'll hang on to him. Keenan, not so much, but there's nobody better to come off the bench for the outfielders. Puig was there, but he needs to be starting, so he's going to start down in St. Paul. And then Matt Wieters, of course, who isn't having a good spring, but that's fine. He's the backup. And then pitching rotation. Oops. Pitching wise, Barrios, Severino, Mejia, Alcantara, and Rodriguez, as we discussed before with the trades at the beginning of the episode. As far as the bullpen, my other pitcher that I acquired, starter, Kyle Freeland. I'm going to put him as the long reliever along with David Robertson. And that ERA is not good, but I think it'll be fine. We'll see we'll keep an eye on him. Boutry as well. We're actually going to put him there. He's going to be a middle reliever with Kyle Stazak. And then your setup guys, Taylor Rogers and Jorge Alcala. Alcala is the worst pitcher in my worst overall pitcher, but I like his stuff, so I think he's going to be fine. If not, we can make a quick switch. And then Robert Ozuna, the closer. So there's your 26-man roster for your Minnesota Twins. We have 2 games left here between Montreal and then Boston. So I'm going to play one of those off camera. Or maybe I should just sim it and get to the season start. I think we're going to sim. Yeah. And we won both games. Good. So we finished 15-12. Not bad. So let's advance the regular season. And we're starting the season at Milwaukee. So we're right here. So we're starting the season with Milwaukee. 3 at Milwaukee. Then we go to Detroit. And then we come home against Seattle. Boston. Big Boston series. And then we're going to go from there. So if you... Oh, you got 3 in Portland this month too. So we'll showcase one of those games in Portland. So that's it for now. Next episode, we're going to kick off the season. Border battle between the Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers. If you like this episode, hit that like button. Leave a comment if you like. Subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help out with future projects, adds, upgrades to the channel, you can visit my Patreon at patreon.com/MNTwins28. You don't have to help, but any help's always greatly appreciated. Until next time, peace out and go Twins.